Luvvets, those happy, loving puppets, with songs of love and songs of joy, a special time for every girl and boy. The Luvvets, those happy, loving puppets, with true life stories of those who try to make a better world for you and I. Come on! The Luvvets, Puppet Show! Yay!
You love it!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Luvvets Show. And we've got an exciting show for you today. And to start today's show, we've got the minstrels with a song.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if people would do what love would lead them to? If we would love our neighbors as ourselves, this would solve our problems too. Make each step a loving step. Keep on loving every day. A little love and understanding goes such a long, long way. You know that love is still the solution. It will show the way, even in spite all the confusion in the world today. Make each step a loving step. Keep on loving every day. A little love and understanding goes such a long, long way. And remember, your neighbor is not just the one that lives next door. It is anyone who needs your help, so keep loving on more and more. Make each step a loving step. Keep on loving every day. A little love and understanding goes such a long, long way. Make each step a loving step. Keep on loving every day. A little love and understanding goes such a long, long way.
Make each step a loving step, sing the minstrels.
Don't go away!
Be so happy with the power of love. Well, it's time now for today's story, so let's go see Grandpa.
Thank you, Danny. Well, are you ready for today's story, Peppy and Maria?
Oh, yes, Grandpa. What's today's story about, Grandpa?
Well, it's about a king who was very sad.
Why was he sad?
He was sad because the people in his kingdom were very selfish. And they fought and argued and complained about everything.
And then what happened?
Well, do you really want to know?
Oh, yes, Grandpa.
Well then, let's take a look in the magical book.
Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. Chief of the Royal Guard, they call me. Sounds glorious, doesn't it, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
But it's not glorious at all, Sergeant.
I mean, no, sir.
Do you know what my job is all day long, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
You do?
Well, I mean, no, sir.
Well, I'll tell you. There's no glory in it. That old king gives me all his dirty work to do. All these complaints. Stacks and stacks and stacks of complaints. And then he sits up there on his fancy, glorious throne while I do all the work.
Yes, sir.
Look at all these papers. They're all complaints. Complaints, complaints, complaints. Isn't there anything else besides complaints? Isn't there?
No, sir.
Well, there better be.
Yes, sir.
Now, I must calm down and get a hold of myself. We must take this all very calmly. Listen to this. Mrs. Rottenmeier's dog ate my cat's food, and I think she should be thrown into prison. Prison over cat food? Well, listen to this. Why can't that fat and fuming chief of the Royal Guard repair the holes in the road? Look at that. They blame me. Me. I don't get any credit, only blame. What do they think I am, their servant? I am the chief of the Royal Guard. But they treat me like a servant. I'd better calm down. But if I hear one more complaint about the roads, I'm going to quit. Get it, will you, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
I'm here to complain about the roads.
That's it! I quit! I'm sick of all these complaints. There's no glory in this job. I'll start my own kingdom. Far away from here. Then I'll get the glory. That's what I'll do.
His Royal Majesty, the King!
Where is my dear friend, the chief of the Royal Guards? He just quit, Your Majesty.
What? But why? My old friend quit? Tell me, Sergeant, don't I pay him well enough?
Well, if you excuse me, sire, I don't think it was his pay. It was these.
What are these?
Complaints, Your Highness. He was complaining about the complaints.
Complaints? Let me see those. Is this all?
No, Your Majesty, they're all these.
Oh, no. Complaints? All of those? What's this? Oh, dear. Oh, what has become of my kingdom? Look at these. Why, everybody's fighting and arguing and complaining about everything. What shall I do? Oh, this is terrible. So sad. So sad.
Now the king was very sad because his people were so bad. Now the king was very sad because his people were so bad.
The next day. Let me open the royal window and listen to the marketplace below. Maybe I'll hear something that will cheer me up and give me hope. Oh, how terrible.
Good morning, Cedric, dear. Your breakfast? But why are you awake so early?
I haven't slept all night.
But why not?
To tell you the truth, Penelope dear, I'm sad.
Oh, my poor king. Why?
It's because my people are so selfish.
Selfish?
Did you know that they fight and they quarrel and they argue and they steal and they complain about everything?
Well, have the chief of the royal guards scold them? Or throw them in prison?
Throw my whole kingdom in prison? No, that's not the solution. Besides, the chief of the royal guards quit yesterday. It's the third chief this year, and it's only April. Oh, woe, woe, woe.
Oh, what to do? Oh, it's so dark and stuffy here. I'll open the window.
No, don't. See what I mean? If I could find just one, even one faithful and honest man in my kingdom, I'd be happy. Oh. Oh. I've got a plan.
You've got a plan. What kind of plan?
A plan to find a faithful man.
Plan to find a faithful man.
Yes, that's the kind of plan I've planned.
Oh, tell me about it.
Oh, I must not tell anyone about it, not even you, or it will not work. Now, what will I need? Yes, that, and one of those, lots of.
The king had a plan, what could it be? To find a faithful man in his country. The king had a plan, what could it be? To find a faithful man in his country.
So the king thought of a plan to find a faithful man in such a selfish land. But you know, love really prefers the happiness of others to your own. And in the giving of love to others is great happiness.
Here we go.
Well, kids, we'll get back to the king's plan in just a moment. But first...
If there were no birds to sing a song, if there were no stars and the night was long, there would still be something to brighten my day. As long as love's here, there's no more to say. Love can speak loud when everyone's quiet. Love can be daytime in the middle of the night. Love can stop tears and start them again. Love can make winners lose and let losers win. Love can move mountains and make rivers flow. Love can stop fast hearts and make slow ones go. Love can stop tears and start them again. Love can do all these things. Is there any end?
Believe in love? There's no end to what love can do. And you can always drop a little love into the hearts of those you meet every day. Okay, it's time to get back to our story.
And what do you think was the king's plan?
Oh, please tell us.
Well, that night, someone with a large dark cloak crept out of the castle. He went down to the main road that passed nearby. With him, he had a shovel, and he began digging. Then he rolled something very heavy out into the middle of the road. Early the next morning, the king ran to the castle window overlooking the road. Ah, now I shall soon find out if there is a fair and faithful man in my kingdom. Look, look, what a sight to behold.
La 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 la. Good morning, Cedric. My, you look much happier today.
Excited anyway, if not yet happy. Come, come, Penelope. Come here to the window and look at this interesting sight.
Oh my, there's a big rock blocking the road.
Mm.
Such a crowd has gathered.
Yes,
Surely someone will move it.
Yes, yes.
Someone must move it.
Yes, yes, someone must move it, yes, yes, but who will that be? Oh, oh, this will soon prove it if there's a good man in my country. Yes, yes, someone must move it, yes, yes, but who will that be? Oh, oh, this will soon prove it if there's a good man in my country.
Cedric? Cedric, are you all right?
Yes, yes.
I've never seen you carry on like this before.
Yes.
Cedric? Dear? Oh, my.
Oh, look, at this big rock right in the middle of the road. We have to walk on the side, but we might get our clothes dirty.
Oh, no. That won't ever do. Oh, here comes a gallant knight. He'll help. Yoo-hoo. Knighty, over here. Yoo-hoo.
Yes, madam.
Oh, dear Sir Knight, I'm a damsel in distress.
You?
Yes, me.
You are?
Yes, of course.
Well then, unhand her, you dastardly cad!
Oh, no, it's not him. He's my husband. It's this rock. We can't pass without soiling our clothes. Would you please move it?
Me? A gallant knight scuff my armor on a silly rock? Ha! Call me when you have some real distress.
Oh.
Let's go the other way, dear.
All right. Yes, help me.
All day long, people passed by the rock, but no one moved the rock out of the way.
The rock was lying in the road all day, but no one moved it out of the way. The rock was lying in the road all day, but no one moved it out of the way.
Meanwhile, as the day wore on, there was an old shepherd in a pasture outside town.
What peace. Here on the hillside, communing with nature and my creator. How beautiful everything could be if people would just get quiet and breathe deep of that fresh, clean air and listen to the voice of the wind. But alas, the day is almost gone, and I've got to go back to town with all those arguing, bickering, selfish people. Oh my. Well, let's go. Yes, yes, get the others. Come on.
Finally, as the sun was about to set, the king went once more to the castle window.
My darling Cedric, you haven't eaten a thing all day.
How can I eat when there's no one in my entire kingdom who cares enough for others to move that rock? I've decided to abdicate.
What?
Give up my throne, my crown. It's no use. I quit. This crown is too heavy. I'll let it be known right away. Call the herald.
Oh, look! There's someone else coming up the road.
No, I can't stand to see one more person kick the rock. Herald! Call the herald!
He's getting closer to the rock.
Has he begun to hit it yet? Herald!
He stopped. He's trying to move it out of the way.
No. What? Yes?
Yes.
Cancel that, Herald! Let me see it. Let me see it. Oh, yes. Yes. He is. Oh, he is. Yes, he really is moving it. Yes, I'm so happy to see. Oh, now he is proving that there's a good man in my country. Oh, he's a wonderful.
Oh my goodness. What on earth is this big rock doing here? Blocking up the road. Well, I guess I'll have to see what I can do to move it out of the way. People can't pass by here. Well, quite a heavy rock. I'll have to use my shepherd's staff for this one. It's moving now. There she goes. Oh my. There's something underneath the rock. It's a box. I wonder who put it here. Let's see what's inside. Gold. Gold. It's full of gold. I'd better find out who owns this so that I can return it. Oh, there's a letter in the box. Maybe I'll find the name here.
To the one who cares enough for others to move this stone, this gold is for you. Love, the King.
The king. God be praised.
And the king was so glad he'd found a faithful man that he honored the old shepherd before all and declared that day a holiday. The shepherd was made an example to all of how one should live, and the whole nation learned a valuable lesson and became a happy, helpful place.
If you walked into a rock one day, would you move it out of the way and do anything that had to be done? For anybody, for anyone, you can help someone every day. Love will show you the way. Life will be beautiful for everyone. Life together will be so much fun, like the little shepherd who moved the rock, even though he was so old. With his staff, he moved the rock and found a box of gold. Hey!
So remember, love prefers the happiness of others to your own. True happiness comes not in your personal pursuit for selfish pleasure and satisfaction, but in giving to others and bringing them happiness.
That old shepherd was a fine fellow to move that monstrous obstruction out of the road. Wouldn't you say, Lord Hoppington?
What did you say, Lord Fonsby?
He was a good man to move that rock.
Oh, yes.
That's right, yes.
Jolly good.
Jolly good, very good. Yes, yes.
So, children, how did you like this story?
Great.
Well, you know, most of the greatest people are the little people who just do what needs to be done, often without you hearing about it or even knowing that they were around.
And they're always there when you need them.
That's right. Always willing to see the need and respond. Well, have you minstrels got a song for us?
Yes, we've got a song.
We can help each other by loving one another, by loving one another every day. Helping one another, loving one another, we can all be happy every day.
Let's sing that again now.
We can help each other by loving one another, by loving one another every day. Helping one another, loving one another, we can all be happy every day. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We want you to sing along now, okay? That's the song, so sing along. Don't be afraid now.
La 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 la.
Are you ready?
La 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 la, la 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 la.
Come on now.
We can help each
That's
other
right now.
by loving one another, by loving one another every day.
That's good. Come on.
Helping one another, loving one another,
we can all be happy every day. Wonderful, wonderful. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, we can help each other by loving one another, by loving one another every day. Come on, sing! Helping one another and loving one another, we can all be happy every day. Yeah! Oh, yes, and isn't that the truth? That by loving one another and helping one another, we can be happy every day. Well, we have to say goodbye now, Peppy and Maria, so let's say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Come again next week. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Those happy, loving puppets, with songs of love and songs of joy, a special time for every girl and boy. The Luvvets, those happy, loving puppets, with true love stories of those who try to make a better world for you and I. Come on! The Luvvets, Puppet Show! Yay!
Oh, you love it.
Did you know that the bumblebee cannot fly? According to the law of aerodynamics, his wings are so tiny and his body is so big that he cannot fly. But as you can very well see, the bumblebee himself does not know this, so he just keeps flying around.
The Luvvets, those happy, loving puppets, with songs of love and songs of joy, a special time for every girl and boy. The Luvvets, those happy, loving puppets, with true life stories of those who try to make a better world for you and I. Come on! The Luvvets, Puppet Show! Yay!
You love it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. We've got an exciting show for you today. My name is Danny, and I'm the host for the show. So let's start with the song from the minstrels.
Everybody can be happy. We can make each other happy. Look for someone to make happy. Then you will be happy too. Together we can all be happy with a little love. Everybody can be happy with a little love. Together we can all be happy with a little love. Everybody can be happy with a little love.
Here we go.
Thank you, minstrels, for that wonderful song. Well, on with the show. Would you like to hear a story? Well, then let's go see Grandpa in the garden.
Hello, children. So nice of you to visit us in the garden today. You can just call me Grandpa. And with me today are Pepe
Hi, everybody.
and Maria.
Hello.
Well, kids, today's story is about changing the world.
Grandpa, everybody can't be happy. No, it's impossible.
Impossible? Why, nothing's impossible. Aren't you happy?
Well, yes, of course.
Well then,
But the world's so big and bad.
Since you're happy, you should go out and try to make others happy like you are.
But who am I? What can I do?
We're so little and so few. Who are we to try to change the world?
Well, if you have changed one life, you have changed a part of the world. And you have proven that there is hope that it can all be changed. And now, kids, would you like to hear a story about that?
Oh, yes, of course. Yes.
Okay, let's take a look in the magical book. Ah, yes. Change the world. This story will answer your question. It was in the year 1913 in southern France, in the province of Provence. The land was dry and useless because they had cut down too many trees and farmed the land too much.
It is no use. All my work in vain. It will not grow. Look, everywhere. Nothing grows. The soil is too dry and barren.
But Pierre, is there nothing we can do?
Nothing. Nothing but leave Trudy Macherie and start life anew somewhere else.
But this is our home. We have lived here all our lives. Our friends, our children's friends.
Oh, now, Trudy, you don't have to cry. You don't have to cry.
Pierre! Trudy! Pierre! What is the problem? May I help you?
Oh, Marcel, my dear friend, there is nothing we can do. Look, nothing grows.
I was afraid this might happen. When too many trees are cut down, then there is nothing to protect the land from the sun, the rain, from the wind, the flooding. The animals have begun to leave, and pretty soon all the people will begin to leave.
And that is exactly what we must do.
Oh, no.
The children are hungry.
We must leave, or we'll die. You are a shepherd, Marcel. Maybe you can survive. But we farmers, no. Come, Trudy, we must prepare.
God be with you, Pierre. Trudy. Oh, what will we do, my little friends, when everyone leaves? What can I do now my friends are all gone? Everybody's left and I'm all alone. Is there nothing I can do to make things better for me and you? And so the old shepherd pondered and prayed the whole day and the whole night, wondering what he could do to restore the land he loved.
There, that is the last of it.
Pierre! Trudy! Pierre!
Yes, Marcel?
Pierre, you don't have to go. God has given me the most wonderful plan. This land can be restored with patience, faith, and hard work.
No, it's no use. I have no more patience.
But listen to the plan. It will work.
You try. We must go. But if it works, maybe we'll see you again someday. Au revoir, mon ami.
Au revoir. Well, nobody left but me and you, my pretties. In the meantime, in a big city, a young student named Jean-Paul had decided to get away from it all by making a walking tour through southern France.
Oh, Jean-Paul, I'm so worried about your safety out in the countryside.
Mama, you should worry more about me in this noisy, dirty city. No,
I'm determined to enjoy the great outdoors.
I just can't help worrying about mon petit baby.
Mama, I am not your little baby.
You will always be my little baby.
All aboard!
Mama, I must go. The train is about to leave.
You will take care, Jean-Paul.
Yes, Mama, I have to go.
You have packed your sweater.
You have packed it, Mama. I won't need it. It's summer.
Your coat.
You packed that too.
All aboard!
Mama.
Oh, eat your vegetables.
Yes, Mama.
Wow. Keep warm. Right? Come back in time for school. Watch your step. You should board the train before it moves. Oh, my little baby. What will he do all summer without me?
It is very hot. Whew, and no shade. And this is very odd. There are no trees anywhere. And the houses are deserted and falling apart. There isn't even the sound of birds. Oh, who is this?
Good day, young man. How are you today?
Well, very hot, sir.
Oh, today is much cooler than usual. It's the lack of shade.
Are you from this area?
I was born here, and I will die here. Unlike some who have given up and left our pitiful Provence.
I guess there's nothing to be done.
I once thought so too. But while there is life, there is hope. You might be surprised, young man, what could happen. By the way, where are you staying for the night?
I have no place yet. Is there any inn?
You don't stay at an inn. You stay at my house. It is seldom I have any visitors. My little cottage is just over the hill.
Why, thank you. You are very kind.
That's all right.
Don't go away!
So, the young traveler went to the humble cottage of the old shepherd that night. But before we go on with the show, here's Jack with the song.
Love wasn't put in your heart to stay. Love isn't love till you give it away. Look for someone to make happy, and then happiness will find you. A little love goes a long, long way and helps everyone have a brighter day. So if you feel sad, don't feel bad. A little love will make you glad. Love wasn't put in your heart to stay. Love isn't love till you give it away. Look for someone to make happy, and then happiness will find you.
Thank you, Jack, for that beautiful song. Well, let's get back to Grandpa.
So, children, how do you like the story?
Great! But it's not over yet, is it?
Oh, no, of course not. That evening, at the shepherd's cottage, did you enjoy your supper, Jean-Paul?
Oh, yes, thank you.
You're welcome. It's been a long time since I had any visitors, so I enjoy having you here. But I must prepare for tomorrow. Please excuse me and make yourself at home.
You are very kind.
Now, let's see. Hazelnut? Yes, that's a real beauty. Chestnut? Oh, that will never do. Out you go. Only the best will do. Acorn?
What in heaven's name is the old man doing?
Jean-Paul went along the next day as Marcel took his sheep out to pasture. He watched curiously as the shepherd would walk for several paces and take his rod and thrust the end of it firmly into the earth. Then he'd drop a nut into the hole and cover it with earth. 1, 2, 3.
this should make a fine tree. 1, 2, 3. And this will grow into a beautiful chestnut tree.
Excuse me, sir, but what are you doing anyway?
Well, it's obvious what I'm doing. I'm planting trees.
But it will take years and years and years before these trees ever get to where they could do you any good.
Yes, but someday they'll do somebody some good, and they'll help to bring life back to this dry land. Whatever are you staring at?
I'm just amazed by your unselfish concern. You're a very good, unselfish man. You're a giant among men.
Oh, nonsense. I was just thinking one day, what can I do to this dry land? I guess I'll do what one man can, to be faithful each day, to plant these seeds. Someday they'll grow into beautiful trees. Jean-Paul soon went back to school, and Marcel went on planting. Then the rains came, and the nuts began to grow, and the valley began to change. Soon the dry land around the deserted villages was replaced with beautiful trees. And as the trees began to grow, the villagers returned and began to farm once again. 20 years later, Jean-Paul, now a well-known man in his 40s, again visited this same area.
It's amazing. It's beautiful. Life has begun again. And look, the villagers are returning, and the farmers are beginning to farm again, and even the wildlife has returned. Oh, hello. Do you live in this valley?
I do, and God be thanked for it. My wife and I went away for many years, but one man has brought life where there was none. So we and our children have returned to thriving Provence.
And that man, old Marcel, has he died by now?
Oh, that old codger, he will never die. In fact, here he comes now to plant more seeds.
Hello, Marcel. Oh, do you remember me?
Let me see. You're, it's Jean-Paul, the traveler. How are you, my boy? You are looking good.
Marcel, what you have done here is a miracle. I'm so happy that your plan has worked. All by yourself, you've changed a wasteland into a beautiful forest.
The government even gave him a plaque of honor for it.
Really?
Well, the government came down to see this new natural forest, but when they found out it was I who planted all the trees, I wonder who that could be. Come in. Good day. We are looking for the man who planted the trees. Well, if I am not mistaken, you are looking at the tree planter. You? But I saw no nursery, no seedling. I sort nuts every night, right here. It's a simple little job that keeps me busy and does some good. Monsieur Lacroix, it is he. We have found him. Come in. The old shepherd.
You are the one who planted the trees?
I am.
On the behalf of the government and people of France, we wish to present to you this plaque of honor.
Thank you. I am very honored.
Along with this plaque, we are granting you a special lifetime pension as a reward for having reforested this area single-handedly.
I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. I'm very honored.
But Marcel, this is wonderful that they have recognized your great endeavor. You have done a great service.
Oh, nonsense. I only plant seeds. God does the rest. The really big job. I only believed and did what I could.
Wonderful. It's wonderful. You have taught me a great lesson. You were a man who did what he could to help his neighbor, and if we would be faithful like you to do what we can, we'd change the world into a beautiful land, into a world that's full of joy. For every girl and every boy, we're life for you and me. We'll always be happy in a world that's full of joy. Joy. For every girl and every boy, we're life for you and me. We'll always be happy. We'll always be happy.
A magnificently stupendous show, I dare say, Lord Foppington.
What did you say, Lord Fonsby?
It was good.
Oh, yes, it's jolly good.
Yes.
Be so happy with the power of love.
So, kids, change your own life. Change your friends. Change your family. Change your neighbors. Change your town. Why, change the world.
Whoa, Grandpa. I'm gonna start changing my part of the world right now. Me too.
Hey, wait a minute, you kids. Why don't we start with these people right here?
Oh, yes, that sounds great.
Well, how about we sing them a song? Hey, have you minstrels got a song for us? Ah, that sounds good.
You can change the world.
Oh, that's right, yes.
You can change the world just by giving a little love. You can change the world.
Why, I believe it.
Day by day, plant those little seeds. Pretty soon they'll grow to be some trees. Helping one another, doing what you can. Soon there will be happiness throughout the land.
Oh,
you can change the world.
Sing along.
You can change the world just by giving a little love. You can change the world.
Come on again.
Day by day, plant those little seeds.
That's the way.
Pretty soon they grow to be some trees. Helping one another, doing what you can. Soon there will be happiness throughout the land. You can change the world.
Come on, sing it loud.
You can change the world just by giving a little love. You can change the world. You can change the world. You can change the world just by giving a little love. You can change the world.
Wonderful, wonderful. What a marvelous song. That's so true, but we have to say goodbye now. So, goodbye then.
Bye.
Come back again. See us again sometime. Thanks for coming. Bye now.
Bye.
Don't forget that if you would like to join the Luvvets Club, then write today to The Luvvets, care of GMA, Channel 7, EDSA, Quezon City. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye-bye.
The Luvvets, those happy, loving puppets, with songs of love and songs of joy, a special time for every girl and boy. The Luvvets,
Told you you'd love it.